and talk about how we will communicate as one group, how we will divide into working groups, etc. That will be for the end. Do people agree with that? Okay, go ahead, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Nima, as my last name later is too difficult to pronounce or to understand. I was a student at Utrecht University at three different faculties. I was a PhD student at University in Maagdenhuis. And I want to add something to some points made on the austerity part. So there is the demand for democracy, but there is also the financial issues going on with the humanities and other faculties. Point on the common message, and this is my point. I want to provide you with one rhetorical device. That is that even if you have a good trustworthy relationship with your boards, with your say FAB, they will say, oh, we can't change that. We don't have the money. Ask the minister. The minister says, we don't have money. There is a financial economic imperative imposing decisions, even if you are in good relations with your boards. What is the rhetorical device? There is no economic imperative. Geen economische noodzakelijkheid. Economics is there to make beautiful things possible, not to push it down. Just understand that economics is not there to say no decisions must be made on an economic basis. It is there to make humanities, to make beautiful science possible. That's the answer to whenever your board says we can't decide on that, we don't have the money. There is money. We are living in a very rich society. That's it. Thank you.
I'm an immigrant worker. I pay taxes here. I was involved in Occupy democracy. I think before you move off to your little corners of the world, I think it would be good if you issue a common statement or declaration of principles that we stand by. A few bullet points like we think education is a right, not a commodity. We think that there is the money to pay for education and it should be paid for by taxation. It should be financed by business or loans. I think these basic points are things we can all agree on, and if we have these points, then we can organise and build a national movement which can connect with wider society, because education affects everybody.
First of all, I would like to propose that we make a clear presentation of the agenda points, because I feel many people are not clear what's actually happening here. We are moving from agenda points to updates related to that. Secondly, as for a common message, I would like to see business remove from education as a puppet master. I want to see them as a public, an interactive public who are, well, of course, in connection with education, not as a puppet master always on top manipulating education.
Ladies and gentlemen, 30% of all wealth in Holland is in the hands of 1% of the population. 60% of the population own 10% of the wealth. There's no lack of money. Companies have more money in liquid assets floating around that they simply don't want to invest because they can't make enough profit from it. They have more money than the total private debt in Holland. I'm not talking about the investment, I'm talking about the liquid assets, the cash that they have in the bank, more than all the mortgages, all the loans, study loans, etc., that people have in Holland. There's no lack of money. The economic imperative of the current situation is to produce enough profit for a small minority of the Dutch population. And we must make sure that the economic imperative of the new social order is to serve ordinary people like us. Like all the other people who need social services in our society, and in the rest of Europe, and in the rest of the world.
I think the points
that the movement is becoming leftish or something. We are students, we are teachers, we are all in this together, and we want democracy and not some leftist policy or something like that.
That's how we get it.
I think this is not a discussion for the General Assembly. I'm very sorry, but I put my veto. By the way, this is a veto.
I think it's sort of time, I hope, is to make, to think about the common statement of us and not individual statements. I will propose, because we also, I think those are the two demands that are actually, that should be at every university, at every law school, that universities and should be decentralized and democratized, and output, there should be, instead of output financing, mostly based on input financing. So I think I would propose to make these 2 points our common statement and really express it today.
Temperature check on how it is to split up now into different groups. Does anybody have anything else to say on the point?
I think many people just came here to listen to us in this National Assembly and didn't expect us to now suddenly move into smaller groups. So it's might be disappointing for them. So I was trying to see finishing it up and then move to smaller groups to respect the fact that they're coming.
I'd like to propose that we finish this, that we keep it very simple. Instead of saying, some people have said some things, I think you might have written down some of it as well from before. That we finish this list, that after that we have a list of working groups. Everyone can sign up to one, we put our emails on it, or we can pick me now. And then we move on, because we're not going to make a sense in the old time, but we meet every single day, 2 or 3 times. So.
I want to put on a list of these common statements. I want to put on a list of these common statements that as soon as possible, all university buildings which contain a CBD should be appropriated till the changes are introduced. Because the guiding principle of the governors is to keep their jobs, and the way to get them out of their jobs is to appropriate the